Governor Soludo urges youth to embrace hard work, humility. Owners of Private Schools Association of Nigeria elect new executive members. NANS calls for resignation of JAMB registrar over difficulties in direct entry registration. Prominent Sudanese singer killed in crossfire between army and paramilitary forces. Before the news in detail, here's a special message. Governor Chuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Uchechukwu Ebonam. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has been honored with the Most Outstanding Innovative Leadership Award of the Year 2022 by the National Daily, a Lagos-based publication. We have details.
The Award of Excellence was held at the Oriental Hotel, Lagos, under the chairmanship of Prince Julius Adelusi, founder of Julie Pharmacy, while former President Olusegun Obasanjo, who was the special guest of honor, delivered the keynote address. A short profile on Governor Soludo showed that he earned the prestigious award, taking into cognizance his well-thought-out vision and commitment to make Anambra State a model of development, with efforts towards building a livable and prosperous smart megacity, create an environment for people to live, learn, invest, work, relax, and enjoy. The award was received on behalf of the governor by the Commissioner for Information, Sir Paul Nwosu, accompanied by Dame Vijay Aba, former governor of the state. Recipients of other award categories include the Governor of Lagos, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Governor of Akwa Ibom, Mr. Udom Emmanuel, Inspector General of Police Baba Alkali Usman, Nollywood star Mr. Kanayo O. Kanayo, and many other eminent Nigerians.
Governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has commiserated with the former Minister of Aviation, Chief Osita Chidoka, and family over the loss of their mother, late Deaconess Victoria Nneka Chidoka, who died at the age of 75. Governor Soludo, in company of former Nigerian President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, attended the church service held in her honor at St. Andrew's Anglican Church, Obosi. We have details.
Commiserating with the family, Governor Soludo, who said that criminality does not pay, stated that he has not seen anybody who lived through to 75 years by means of violence and criminality. The governor called on Anambra youth to emulate the late Chidoka matriarch, who lived a life of humility and victory, adding that Anambra is bereaved and mourning with the immediate family and Obosi community. He observed that the customized funeral brochure of the Anglican Communion Diocese on the Niger is in tandem with the state burial law and commended the Anglican Communion for the innovation.
Victoria lived a victorious life, and that is very important. The message left with us today about the fact that she didn't just live, she lived to matter. She lived an impactful life. That she lived up to 75, we'll all pray to live to 75 and above. And for what the Chidokas are doing, let us look unto them, the youths of Obosi and then the Anambra.
In a sermon, the Primate, Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion, Most Reverend Henry Ndokuba, who was represented by the Dean, Church of Nigeria, Most Reverend Alibuba Lamido, comforted the family and reminded the people that Jesus is coming back again. He urged them to live an impactful life, pointing out that those who reject Jesus will die and be sent to hell because God is a righteous judge who will reward all sins and punish wickedness.
We can make a choice while we are alive and free ourselves and rid ourselves of all sins and be in Jesus Christ.
Speaking on behalf of the family, Chief Osita Chidoka said that their mother meant everything to them and explained that their family decided to champion the campaign for early detection and management of any kind of disease because if not that they detected their mother's case on time, she may not have lived 15 years after. Chief Chidoka stressed that the Nneka Chidoka outreach program will be sustained as mark of their love and respect for her, noting that cancer is not a death sentence.
And we're making it public so that people will know and people will check and people will try that cancer is not a death sentence. We are not stopping at this funeral. It is continuing. The Nneka Chidoka outreach program is going to be a permanent feature of our life.
Chief of Staff to Governor Soludo, Mr. Ernest Ezajoye, Senator Pius Anyim, Senator Uche Ekwunife, Senator-elect Tony Nwoye, Iyom Josephine Aneni, former Governor Peter Obi, Bishop on the Niger, Right Reverend Owen Nwokolo, bishops and other members of the clergy, among others, attended the service.
Anambra State Governor's wife, Dr. Noye Soludo, says the recently unveiled Anambra State Emergency Medical Services and Ambulance System, ASEMSAS, will enhance prompt response to medical emergencies and save many lives. Mrs. Soludo, who made a remark in Awka, explained that the new strategy is unique because the government will bear less burden in terms of logistics and execution, thereby making the service seamless and effective. We have details.
He noted that ASEMSA's services are easy, fast and accessible and could be accessed by every resident of Anambra State. She called on people not to abuse the services, restating that the emergency number 112 is meant to be called only during serious medical emergencies. The governor's wife further asked every person residing in the state to see the new system as a life-saving platform, regretting that logistical delays during emergencies had cost so many lives. Mrs. Soludo also stressed that Anambra State government is making strategic and people-friendly health policies to improve the health needs of everyone living in Anambra State. On Thursday, May 11, 2023, Nigeria's Minister of Health, Dr. Osagie Ehanire, was in Anambra State to launch ASEMSAS. ASEMSAS is a public-private health partnership that provides timely, efficient, and 24/7 responses in times of medical emergencies, with 28 ambulances already approved for the kickoff of the program. It means that during emergencies in any part of the state, someone can call ASEMSAS emergency number 112 and an ambulance from a nearest accredited health facility will be on the emergency scene in a short time. Anambra is the first state in Nigeria, apart from the Federal Capital Territory, to launch the service.
A federal high court sitting in Awka, presided over by Justice Fatou Rehman, has adjourned till May 18, 2023, the case of murder-related cases preferred against one Nnamdi Obi of Akamanato village in Vitentede, Oyi Council area. Correspondent Ngozo Bilere reports that the presiding judge, Justice Rehman, after hearing the prayers and pleas from both the plaintiffs and defendants' counsel, ordered that the accused be remanded in police custody till May 18, when the court will rule on the issue of bail.
Venue of the trial witnessed heavy presence of members of the Akamanato Ivitenteje community and other interested members of the public, as well as counsel on both sides. The 2-count charge was filed by the Inspector General of Police against same Nnamdi Obi of Akamanato in Ivitenteje, in Oyi local government area. In their separate reactions after the court session, the plaintiff's counsel, Barrister Peter Amaseani, said they made the first appearance on the issue at the court, since the court is the last hope of the common man. Barrister Amaseani said all they needed is peace in Akamanato, which is what they have come to court to seek, hoping that on the scheduled date, the court will give ruling on the case.
What we are fighting for is for justice, because the law is tripartite for the state and the accused and the complainant. But what we need in Akamanato is peace and nothing else.
On his part, the counsel to defendant, Barrister Melitus Eze, explained that they have appealed for bail for the accused, expressing the hope that he will be granted bail when next the court will see it.
We are going back to prepare our defense to try and prove that all they said he did, kill this man, terrorism. We are preparing our defense to show that he is innocent of the charge. As for today, we have just taken our plea and then moved our motion for bail because we will now decide and determine whether to grant him bail or not.
Recall that sometime last year, Akamanato village in Teje was thrown into crisis and mourning on account of land tussle, which ended in bloodshed, tears, and sorrows. In Oka, I am Ngozi Obileri for ABS News.
The Owners of Private Schools Association of Nigeria, OPSAN, Anambra State chapter, has conducted its first general election. The election, which took place at Sharon House near All Saints Cathedral, Onitsha, attracted members of private school owners in all the 21 local government areas of the state. We have details.
Accreditation of delegates. Declaring the election open, the national president and chairman of the association in the state, Professor Uzochukwu Nwanonyo, said that the aim of organizing the election was to ensure that members of the association charged with responsibility to move the union forward are not failing in their duties. Professor Nwanonyo charged all the delegate members to comport themselves in an orderly manner to ensure hitch-free elections.
We need to keep on looking into our negotiations with government. We need to look into our internal administration and coordination. We need to look on how to promote the welfare of our members. And at the same time, we are looking at the general protection of every private school in Anambra State.
Sir Ernest Iwamade of Summer International Schools, Awada, emerged chairman, while the vice chairman and general secretary went to Professor Michael of Great Leaders School, Isuanocha, and Deacon Chukwudi Anyanwu of Dickens Schools, respectively, among others.
The past leadership of OPSAN, led by Professor Nwanonyo Solomon, did well and is still doing fine. I and my executive, we are going to pick up from where he will drop the association's job as the chairman.
The representative of the Commissioner for Education, Mrs. Nkiruka Analom, said she was pleased with the outcome of the election, assuring that government will continue to partner with the association to reposition education in the state.
I'm very, very impressed. The election was very transparent and it was very smooth, calm and orderly.
The chairman, board of trustees of the association, Lady Pat Okeke, and her co-member, Dame Chinyere Mbakwe, in their separate speeches, thanked the organizers of the election and charged the newly elected executive to carry everyone along and wished them well. The chairman of the election committee thanked the association for seeing them worthy to serve the association at this time. In his acceptance speech on behalf of the new executive, the state chairman, Sir Ernest, commended the outcome of the election, pledging that he and all the executive members will ensure that the mandate of the election will be carried out to the latter, and appreciated all those who in one way or the other contributed to its success. High points of the election include presentation of the new executives to the OPSAN family.
The National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, has called for the resignation of Professor Ishak Olarewaju Oloyede, the registrar of the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, over the hardship of Nigerian students to register for the direct entry. A viral video revealed how students were sleeping at the premises of the JAMB zonal headquarters, located in Ikoyi, Lagos, as they battled to register for direct entry. The victims, who are filmed by an undisclosed executive of NANS, said they had been sleeping outside the gate of the JAMB office for days as the efforts to get their direct entry registration done proved abortive. The NANS official that visited the students on Friday said Oloyede was a total failure, while describing the pitiable young Nigerian learners as people struggling to make it and go to schools. JAMB direct entry registration follows the students who have a diploma in any recognized higher institution of learning to seek admission directly to the 200 level or 300 level of the desired course in any university of their choice without sitting for the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, UTME. The lingering subsidy regime of the federal government on premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, has stalled investments in development of Nigeria's gas sector, major and independent oil marketers stated. About 2 years ago, the federal government declared 2021 to 2030 as a decade of gas and called for gas investments to deepen domestic gas usage. Nigeria has a proven gas reserve base and is working to increase its reserves volumes, according to data obtained from the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission. However, industry operators said that the massive gas reserves across the country were not being exploited by investors because it made no business sense investing in gas when the government was subsidizing petrol. They explained that gas should be cheaper than petrol, but since the federal government was subsidizing petrol, this had made PMS lower in cost than gas, and as such halted investments in gas despite its abundance nationwide. From Sudan, Shadan Gadoud, a prominent Sudanese singer, has been killed in crossfire between the Sudanese army and the paramilitary Rapid Response Support Forces, RSF, in Omdurman city. A fierce battles engulfed Omdurman and its twin city Khartoum on Friday when Gadoud was killed on Saturday, despite an agreement to protect civilians before ceasefire talks due to resume in Saudi Arabia. Omdurman has seen heavy fighting since the war began on April 15 as the two sides fought through several truces and have shown no sign of being willing to compromise. Gadoud lived in the Al-Shabaab neighborhood, which is near the National TV and Radio building, a local point for the fighting. BBC reported that Gadoud promoted peace and security in a region and promoted the culture of a marginalized community, the Bagara from South Kordofan. Tributes flooded online after her niece confirmed her death on Facebook. And from the world of sports, the Minister of Youth and Sports Sunday Dari has confirmed his readiness to revive the inaugural Pan-African Youth Scrabble Championship trophy and delegation in Abuja today, May 15th, ahead of the Penasa Championship, which holds from August 24 to 28 at the Christian Schools, Lagos. President of the Pan-African Scrabble Association, Adekoyejo Adegbeson, said the trophy tour was to create more awareness on Scrabble development in Nigeria and Africa. Meanwhile, the Pan-African Scrabble Association, in conjunction with Scrabble Association of Ghana, hosted former world champion Nigeria's Wellington Diari as part of activities to herald the historic African Youth Scrabble Championships. Jihara, who is the ambassador of the Penasa Championship bill to hold in Lagos in August, visited selected schools in Ghana to create more awareness of the championship. Before we go, remember that you can follow news and program on ABS TV from any parts of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Go on to subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Television. Okay. You can also follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points that made the news again this morning. Governor Soludo has urged youths to embrace hard work, humility. Owners of Private Schools Association in Nigeria have elected new executive members. NANS has called for resignation of JAMB registrar over difficulties in direct entry registration. And finally, we told you that a prominent Sudanese singer has been killed in crossfire between army and paramilitary forces. Governor Chukuma Soludo has come forward to the turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. That's all in the news this morning. My name is Uche Chukwu Ibonam. Thank you so much for staying with us. Be good.